What's up? It's Martin here. I just recently finished taking summer school, and I know that as pre-meds or high achievers that we try to make the most out of our time. Even though summer school isn't until next summer, I know a lot of us stress out because we think that far into the future. So that begs the question, is summer school worth it? And the answer to that question is no. That's about it. See ya. I'm just kidding. The answer lies somewhere in between. So it really depends on your situation. And in this video, I'll try to lay out two basic scenarios in which you would take summer school and some cases that you wouldn't. So with that being said, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm because it only takes 1/8 of a second and it really helps the channel out. So thanks for your support. Your help is greatly appreciated. So even if you have a plan on whether or not you would be taking summer school next year, let me start off by saying that your plans will definitely change over time. So don't rely that heavily on what you think your future would look like today. You'll never know exactly what will happen during the school year that can make taking summer school a less than desirable outcome. For me, when I came into freshman year, I thought that I was definitely going to take summer school just so I can get ahead of my coursework and be ahead of the rest of my peers. But I was so overwhelmed with everything that happened this year, both inside and outside the classroom, that I was just so mentally drained and I just thought I needed a break. So throughout the year, I just slowly shifted my decision to not taking summer school. And besides, in the summertime, I was going to go dragon boating and that would have filled some of my time up, so I would still be having a pretty fun summer while having time to relax and reflect on what happened this year. And also taking my mind off my coursework just a little bit. But then the pandemic came and the dragon boat races were canceled. And then suddenly I was just like, oh, summer school.
Let's do it.
Completely disregarding the fact that I was still just so tired of school in general. And let me tell you, I was a fool. But at least I'm done now. I did very good on the first half, but halfway through I just felt like I just didn't want to work anymore. I couldn't bring myself to do it and I couldn't stop procrastinating, and yeah, here we are today. At least I finished, and I know I didn't fail. Each day that I think I'm getting smarter, I'm actually not. The more you learn, the less you realize you know, I guess. That's what I can take from it. So after doing summer school, now I'm just a burnt out pile of garbage. As you can see, I'm recording this July 6th, 12:30 p.m. And yeah, I'm procrastinating on a lot of things now, so I gotta give my mind a little bit of rest. So I know that was a lot of info, and know that if you're feeling the same way as I did in my first year, then it's probably not the best idea to take summer school. Being that if first year was overwhelming to you, then please don't do this to yourself and just take the summer to reflect, relax, so you can be ready for next year, because it's probably not going to get much easier from here. Just know that during this time, even if you're not doing summer school, you can do other things at your own pace, like volunteering, working, and just doing other things like your hobbies. Just find a new hobby. You can just do a lot of other things besides taking summer school that are equally as productive, even if it doesn't seem like it at face value. So just all in all, know that summer school isn't your only option, and if you're feeling a little burnt out, then you don't have to force yourself to take it. As stupid as that sounds, some of us don't listen to what our minds and bodies tell us that we need a break. Just take one if you need it. Come on. Like, honestly, I can say all of this to myself too, because I'm not immune to making these mistakes. But if this doesn't sound like you and first year was pretty easygoing, nothing too hard, then yeah, you can go ahead and take summer school. That could be a viable option. This can get you ahead of your coursework, and if you take enough summer courses, you can actually graduate earlier. Like, some people graduate one semester earlier or even an entire year earlier because they take summer courses, and that can save you a lot of time and money. Because who wouldn't want some extra time and a little less debt to pay down? You know, so if you're all for that, then go ahead, take summer courses. As long as it doesn't take a heavy toll on you physically or mentally, because that matters a lot too. Anyway, those were my two basic scenarios of whether or not you should take summer school or not. I'm definitely sure that there are a lot more cases in which you can argue for or against taking these courses, but depending on your situation, it can fall into one or the other, because these two are pretty broad, but also pretty distinct feelings, whether or not you feel burnt out or not. It's pretty hard to tell if you're burnt out or not, but if you have even the slightest feeling that you might be tired of doing schoolwork, then maybe you shouldn't take summer school. Because most of the time when you feel truly burnt out, it's already too late because you don't notice it until you really are. So just assess yourself closer to the registration date and see what you come up with. Definitely don't go off your first instinct, because it's still July of 2020 and your summer school is probably going to start next year in 2021. So don't think too far in the future. So to wrap up the video, basically take summer school if you're confident that you'll be well physically and mentally during that time, and that means you'll probably do well. And don't take summer school if you have the slightest feeling that you're tired of school and you want to just do something else with your time, you know? You can't be superhuman and do everything, you know? And the third important point that I want to repeat is that you'll never know if you want to take summer school or not until you're probably closer to actually starting the summer term. So come back February, like I said, or even after your exams in April, because that's probably going to give you a better snapshot of how you're feeling. In mid-February, you're probably still doing coursework, but after April, you're done exams and you might just be completely done with school at that point. So come back next year to this video and comment down below if you change your mind about your plans for summer school. Just tell me, because I'm still a small channel and I just do my best to respond to comments, even on my old videos. So yeah, if you're stressing about the future, just stop it. Nobody can predict what's going to happen even 2 weeks from now. So just be present-minded. I don't know, just think about now and what you can do to secure that future. Personally, I have a bad habit of thinking a lot about the future as well, but I just have to find a way to curb that habit. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but just know that we have a lot less control than we actually think we do. So there's no point of actually stressing too hard about it. So don't worry if your plans change over time, because that's just completely normal. I know that even someone like my dad doesn't even know what he's truly passionate about or what he even wants to do with his life. And if that's the case, I'm pretty sure that a lot of other people don't know what they're truly passionate about. Don't feel like you're lost in this point of your life, because we're still so young and we have a lot of time to figure this stuff out. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Smash that like button and hit subscribe with post notifications on so you can see more content like this. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.